No more New Year's resolution. 2023 will be absolute magic if you do this. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to do so and give this video a thumbs up for me. If you would like to work with me, that information's in the description box below, as well as my free product. Going into the new year, you always think it's new, right? And I want to be a new version of me. I want to have a new experiences. I want to have a new life. I want to experience something different and bigger and, expansive, right? And you write down your goal or your goals, you write down your intentions, and all of that is fine. But here's what you really need to do, and it's only one thing, and it will guarantee you manifesting exactly what you want. Let go of your desire and go get happy. Consistently happy. And honestly, it can take less than 2 weeks for you to get from feeling like all over the place and spiraling to actually feeling like it's easy for me to feel happy. It's easy for me to feel good. But it is a choice, and it's a consistent choice that you must make. The thing is, if you're not in the frequency of what you want more often, it's not going to come in no matter how many times you script it and you visualize it and you affirm it. But the way that I have found manifestation can be is easy, is simple, is that you can let it go and not think about it at all, or only think about it here and there, right? You can just let it go, because here's the truth. When you have a desire, that desire will manifest if you don't contradict it. If you don't introduce resistance or trying, efforting, focusing on it in a negative way a lot of the time, if you don't do that, you could just completely not think about that desire ever again and it will manifest, right? So it's all about what you do with your focus, with how you think and how you feel. And the truth is, if you are just focused on being the happiest that you can possibly be, you'll get everything on your list. You'll get everything that you've written down, all the goals, all the intentions, they will come to you. They will be magnetized to you. And time again in my life, when I have been through contrast, I've seen that the solution and the answer is always the same, that manifesting is easy, that getting happy is also easy, right? It may not be instant if you're in depression, which I have been in, but you can get there. You can get there, and it doesn't have to take a long time, and it's not hard, but it is a choice. So if you have been going about it in a very deliberate way, like I'm going to manifest this thing, I'm going to script it every day, I'm going to visualize it, I'm going to, focus on it a lot. If you've been doing that consistently and it's not manifesting and it's not working, like that can work for some desires when you don't have much resistance, right? Or you're just so high frequency all the time, or a lot of the time. But if you're doing that and it's not working, then you need to change your approach. And this can be easier for you. The beautiful thing about manifestation is that you don't have to do it a certain way. You don't have to do it how people say you have to do this. A lot of people and teachers will say you need to get specific. You need to think about it and talk about it and write it down specifically. You don't have to do that, right? You can just find the essence of what you want and you can get it. You can just know in general what you want, or you can know specifically what you want, and then you can just ignore it and let it go and go get happy and go get feeling good into a high frequency state. And that stuff just comes to you because it lives on that high frequency state. Your desire lives on the frequency of happiness, of joy, of freedom, of bliss, of ease, of fun. That's where your desire lives. So if you feel more of those emotions in any way, you're on the frequency where it exists, where it already lives. And that's how things can just come to you that you weren't even thinking about. And if you've been following me for a while, you will know that that has been my exact experience with the majority of my manifestations. In fact, oftentimes when I get too specific or too specific too soon, or I try to focus on the thing over and over, I usually just slow things down. But when I only think about what I want when I feel good, it benefits me every time. Any other time, let it go. Don't think about it. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to make happiness and feeling as good as you can feel. Any ways that you can feel the emotions that you would be feeling if you had it, do it. Do it and commit to that. And don't beat up on yourself when you react to something or you dip low, because that means you're human, right? We just want to have our dominant vibration high, feeling really good. Doesn't matter if you have a bad day or a bad moment here or there. That's necessary for the process of creation. So when you think about your desire, think about it only when you feel good, or just think about it in general, right? If you're on the subject of it, think about it in general, self-soothe if any negative things come up, and otherwise just release it, surrender, give it up to the universe. The universe has got it. It exists, right? There are all different realities and potentials right now that exist where you have this thing, where you're living it. So know that it is done and give it up to the universe to gift to you, to show you the way instead of you trying to fight to get there. How many times have I said this? But just chronically focus on other things and other subjects that get you into the flow state, like get you feeling good. And if there's so much resistance, just don't focus on it much anymore. And that's going to take practice. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of practice to let it go in the beginning, but it gets easier, right? If you keep giving your attention to problems or things that are missing, they must continue to be that way. And you've got to realize it. Like if you want next year to be different, you got to do something different. So if what you've been doing hasn't worked, you got to do something different. And I'm telling you, this is the easiest, most effortless way where you get what you want first off, because you're getting happy and that's what you want, right? That's why you want all the things that you want. And you're setting yourself free from conditions, like needing conditions to change in order to feel good. And then you get all the stuff that you want anyway. And this is how it works, and it can be so easy for you. So yeah, write down the things that you're grateful for in the past year. Write down your intentions for this new year. And then identify, okay, there are emotions here that match these desires, like happiness and fun and joy and freedom. I'm gonna feel more of those emotions. I'm gonna do whatever I can, not to get the manifestations, because that's a done deal, that's a bonus, and it's an absolute. Get as happy as you can, as often as you can. Things fall into place. From your emotion, you start to think like your future self would. You start to practice the beliefs that match the emotion. When you're in a negative emotion, when you're in the emotions that match your past, what you have been experiencing, you automatically believe in your past. You believe in those negative limiting beliefs. It's the way that you're thinking. You take the actions that match your past, right? When you feel the emotions, when you're in the emotion of the future, so you're in gratitude or joy or fun or ease or freedom, you naturally think like that version of you that lives in that reality you want to attract. You naturally have positive beliefs. You don't have to try and get them, they're there. They're on that frequency. You naturally take actions that give you the success from that emotional state. Your emotions are the only thing that you need to master in this new year. It's not the perfect manifesting routine. It's not fixing all your past issues and problems. It's elevating to a new life, okay? You don't need to fix your life. You need to elevate to a new one, and it's time to start feeling good and elevating. So your success for next year is already done. It's already here, it already exists. You just have to get there in your emotional state in any way that you can. Let go of the problems, let go of what's not working, just stop trying and start getting happy. And from there, you're a new person. You're gonna think differently, you're gonna do different things. You'll be able to say affirmations and they come true. This is what's been happening to me. Like things get so easy, and I want this to be easy for you, and I want this to be practical. So you need to practice your happiness and your joy until that becomes your dominant subconscious programming. And you automatically release the old patterns when you choose the new ones. Choose your happiness, choose your alignment, choose relaxation, choose ease, choose self-love, choose self-soothing, right? Keep choosing and choosing until that is who you are, and your life must change, because you can't create a new life from the old personality. You got to make changes, and that starts with the emotions that you practice. That leads you to everything you need, everything you need to do or see or whatever, and things just come to you. And it is truly, truly magical. So try it out and let me know how you go in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. To work with me, that information's in the description box below for you. Have a magical day and a magical new year, and I'll see you next time.